Hey guys, Cam for 15, joining my Uncle Daryl, back at it with another NFL predictions video for you guys. As we are basically this is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to all. Tomorrow will be Christmas Day games,
Merry Christmas.
whether it's NBA or NFL. Now, obviously, the only way to watch the NFL games is Netflix. I don't know why they just don't want to put it on CBS or Fox, but hey, NFL's got to find a way to make money, right?
Yep.
Anyways,
And plus Netflix might be a little cheaper.
no, Netflix keeps raising their dang prices.
Well, but again, we're just talking, as far as what the NFL has to pay in order to, get the product out to the masses. Now, what Netflix charges us is something totally different. But
Uh, for the consumer, it's stupid. I should not have to.
Netflix,
I should not.
Netflix is really trying to get a monopoly on it all,
I should not have to pay money to
which
watch.
is the reason why they just went up on me. They just went up on me.
Yeah, because Netflix is a dying
Yeah.
breed because they got nothing else special left to watch. Only thing they got is probably Squid Game.
Uh,
Squid Games is it. That's it.
oh, I don't know, man. Like I said, I was just watching Black Doves, and that thing was really good. Carry On was pretty good as well too. So, the Night Agent is coming up, but that's another video. If you want to talk, if we want to talk about Netflix, getting a monopoly on all these videos and things of that nature, I think, you know, that's a subject for another day. But
Let's get to these games so then I can go back and get on this freaking Justin Fields loser. Chiefs at Steelers, Netflix.
um, the dichotomy here is that both teams got to win. Chiefs got to win to get that number one seed, and Steelers is going to win to keep from falling out the playoffs. I mean, they lose out, they may not get in. So, it's an interesting dichotomy. So, but when it's all said and done, I just don't think. Well, is George Pickens finally going to play?
I don't
He
know.
was upgraded to questionable as opposed to being out the last couple of weeks. So, um, I'm gonna go Chiefs because I just think they're a little bit more healthy, and they do got the best dude going in the game today in Patrick Mahomes. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and go Chiefs.
Yeah,
Take the easy way out.
I'm gonna go Chiefs because right now they're the team that they want to lock up that number one seed and not play with any fire with the way they've been playing. Let's be honest, average football at best, and they realistically
Yeah,
just got to win this game. And they just got to hope and see if the Bills end up just coming up short and losing the game. But other than that, we'll
yeah,
see. Steelers, they haven't been playing good as of late. The turnovers has kind of been hurting them as well. That's what hurt them in the Pittsburgh and or in the Baltimore game. So,
hmm
yeah, but I do think that the Steelers will play better because they are the home team, but I think the Chiefs will come out, on top winning this game.
yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, as much as I love me some Mike T, and you know I do, Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo, man, they are just really right now. They're really dialed into everything the opposing teams are doing, and I don't think it'll be any different against Pittsburgh.
So next Christmas Day game will be the Texans, the Baltimore Ravens at the Houston Texans. The Texans having
I'm gonna go
another,
Baltimore here.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore here, man. Houston is they all right, but Baltimore is got bigger fish to fry in my opinion, with how close they are at winning the division.
yep. And then on top of it, Houston lost Tank Dell. He basically messed his knee up. Like he had a torn
Yeah,
ACL and I think dislocation of his knee.
yeah,
Brutal, brutal stuff. They just had a lot of injury bugs. Their wide receiver core is now just Nico Collins now. So,
Yeah.
it sucks, but hey, that's what happens in a season. You can't guarantee much of anything. Again, we've already talked about even when CJ Stroud has had these weapons available, the Texans just look like a completely different team as they were last year. They give up more pressures from an offensive line standpoint. And CJ Stroud, albeit he's
Mm-hmm.
still good, I'm not saying he's bad, but he's definitely, had a little bit of a slump from where he was last year because teams over the course of a year figured him out. It's the exact same thing that I'm going to say
Yep.
about Jaden Daniels. I know everybody's like, oh, Jaden Daniels is special. I saw freaking Colin Coward saying, like, Jaden Daniels is a franchise quarterback that I'd take even over Jalen Hurts. And I'm like, what are we talking about here? He's only 1 year. I'm like, we're doing the same thing with Jaden Daniels that we're doing with CJ Stroud. We're already blaming him to be this great, great quarterback, yet we haven't got to the sophomore season. How do you adjust to what teams give you
No.
now? Because it takes only a year to realize, all right, we know your tendencies. Because I know, like, Texans fans are sick and tired of Bobby Slowick. Eventually, if Cliff
Yep.
Kingsbury doesn't get a job, head coaching job, and he returns, I would envision teams are like, okay, we know your playbook. We know what you do best. We'll take that shit away. Let's see what you do now. How do you adjust? So, yeah, it sucks for the Texans to lose all their guys. That's probably the downfall. They're gonna make the playoffs, and I think they already clinched the division. Um, but they're probably gonna be a first round exit. The injuries are just too much to overcome.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you there too. And then, it's the whole NFL defenses always catch up, no matter what you do, no matter what schemes you run. NFL defenses always catch up. And right now, CJ Stroud is struggling. Now, granted, I think he's struggling more due to the injuries, losing Stephon Diggs and now Tank Dell. I think that's more of an indictment against him as a QB than, let's just say, anything that maybe, Bobby Slovic may be drawing up.
Yeah. All right. Next game. Oh, great. So the day after Christmas, Seattle Seahawks at the Chicago Bears.
Stop. Seattle.
Seahawks. They gave a valiant effort, a valiant fight, although coming up short against the Vikings. I'm seeing that game. I'm like, we stand no freaking chance. And the fact that the
No
Bears
chance
looked so
whatsoever.
pathetic, like they didn't even want to try out there. The defense is just like, yeah, we don't really care. We're ready to go on vacation.
Yeah. And
So,
here it is. Our quarterback, Caleb Williams, is, for me, from a rookie standpoint, is having a fantastic season. One of the best seasons that, Bear quarterback, has ever had. And we still got knuckleheads out there that are talking that Justin Fields is, was is still a better option. I'm like, dude, he ain't even starting on his current football team. So how good can he be?
like for
So
example,
I mean,
I'm in a Twitter spat with this one dude, and this guy straight up said, because this one Bears fan said, I'm fairly confident in saying this. Had the Bears drafted Jaden Daniels instead of Caleb Williams, a lot of fans would be saying they wish they drafted Caleb Williams instead of Jaden Daniels. He then followed up in that one tweet saying, coaching and offensive lines matter, gang. This one dude, who's obviously, you can clearly tell what his motive is as a Justin Fields fan, responded by saying Daniels is always the better player. Now, I will say maybe Daniels was the better pro, more ready, NFL ready at this current point in time than maybe Caleb was. Okay, fine. You want to have that debate? Fine. We can have that debate. Anyways, this guy goes and say, but he's also a better leader. He elevates the team. The Bears would have at least won 9 to 10 games if he was the quarterback.
no, I don't agree with that. I
Yeah.
don't agree with that. I mean, um, any quarterback coming into the situation with the Chicago Bears, piss poor offensive line, piss poor coaching, piss poor management, piss poor ownership. I honestly think that any quarterback would have had issues under those circumstances. Now, I will say this in Jaden Daniels' defense, he does seem like he's a better leader.
Yeah.
I will say that. But is he a better thrower of the football? is he? I mean, from a talent standpoint, would you say he's better than Caleb Williams? Now, I'm not going to go on record as to saying that. I think as far as the comparisons of Williams and Justin Fields is concerned, the proof is in the pudding. Williams is starting, throwing over 3,200 yards, and Justin Fields is on the bench. I think if Justin Fields was any better, no matter where he goes, he would have been starting, but he's not. So Justin Field fans, just go ahead and eat your crow. The Bears did make the better decision in Caleb Williams, and all we need to do is just shore up everything above him,
Yeah,
and Bears will be fine. So
before we
just
get
stop it.
before we continue on, this dude ended up telling me, I ended up responding. I said what you said, like, you really expect Jaden Daniels to overcome all the dysfunction within that organization, right? And he's like, Fields did much better in the same situation. He did the whole Caleb was generational, and I'm like, bro, no.
No, that's a
I I literally said, I'm like, bro,
hey,
he's not generational. Nobody said, and he's like, well, yeah, he's like, I didn't
no.
evaluate Caleb like a generational. People told me that. I'm like, bruh, the people that told you that were these idiotic national people that go on ESPN and Fox that look at college and like, oh, when he was running all over the place doing all these great plays in college, of course. Yeah, people are gonna say that. And then it was also idiotic Chicago Bear fans at the time that were saying, draft the generational guy. He's the next Patrick Mahomes. Because there were idiotic Bear fans out there like that, right? And then I'm about to respond because he's bringing up the 7-10 record from last year. And I'm just like, we only were finished 7-10 last year because we played bad teams at the end of the year, which made the record look better than it already was. Anyways.
Well, let me put it to you like this: the more you continue that conversation, the more the conversation will go on.
Oh, I
So
will.
I would
I
probably,
will.
me personally, I've learned to just leave them knuckleheads alone. It's like you have your guy, he has his guy. Neither one is going to get off the fact that they believe their guy is better. It's similar to the LeBron Jordan debate. Just there's no point. So um, you're not going to win it no matter what.
True. But I'm still gonna respond and get my point across. I don't care. Be ignorant, and then I'll call him
Okay,
idiotic.
go, yeah, get your point across.
All right, next up,
But I think
Sunday.
it's more at this point. It's more about having the last word.
Yeah,
It's more about having the last word than being right.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't know we had
Yeah,
Saturday games too. Chargers at Patriots. I'll
yeah.
give the Patriots credit. They played
Yeah, I
the
think we
Bills.
got three of them.
Yeah, three. Um, I'll give the Patriots
Yeah.
credit. They played the Bills really damn tough. To the point like it got scary for the Bills. If not for the Patriots turning the ball over, maybe the Patriots end up beating the Bills. Um, but I got to credit where credit's due. I think this will just be another close matchup because the Chargers like to play these close games. They never win in blowout, dominating fashion. And plus, the Chargers are traveling to Foxborough in the cold, coming from California. And then on top of it, it's a Saturday at 10 a.m. You got to factor some time zone differences. I'll still go with the Chargers winning this game, but I say they win by maybe one score. I could see the Patriots maybe keeping it close for a bit.
Well, it's. I think after that last game, you got to commend Jared Mayo for actually making sure the Patriots are prepared to play, albeit they're not really going anywhere. I mean, to me, that's indicative of how good he is as a football coach. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to beat the Chargers because again, the Chargers have got bigger fish to fry, and they're trying to get in the playoffs. So, and they're right on the cusp of that. And all they got to do is continue winning. And I think they will this weekend.
Yep. Next game is the Broncos at the Bengals. Two teams basically still trying to fight to get into the playoffs here. So it's a must win for both teams. If one of these teams loses, their playoff chances are more than likely done. Bengals need to win this game. Most
Are they at home?
Bengals are at home.
I'm gonna go Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals. I gotta admit, I'm really starting to like Denver, man.
Yeah, but they
I
just
don't
blew
get. I hate to say it, but
they literally blew a 24-10 lead against the Chargers. on the road.
That's true. That's true. And their defense is supposed to be really good. And I gotta admit, me saying an Auburn quarterback is
Well,
worth
I
watching. That's
affiliate Bo Nix more from as an Oregon quarterback than Auburn, but okay.
Yeah, but he was at Auburn first, and that's the only way we know him. We know him as an Auburn quarterback. But
I don't know him as Auburn quarterback.
oh, gotta admit, man, I'm really interested in this matchup. I'm gonna go Bengals. Because I think the Bengals, they're not done fighting. So
Yeah.
I think it'll be a high scorer because Bengals can't stop nobody.
Yep.
But but um, I like the way they're fighting though. Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals too. Next up, it will be the Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going the Rams here because the Cardinals are dead.
Yeah,
They've
I'm
already
going.
been
I'm
eliminated from playoff competition. They're done.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are done too. And I've liked the Cardinals all season long. I've been raving about them, and they just seem to have just lost some really just
Ever since that
weird
bye week,
games.
just like our Chicago Bears, they go on the bye
Yeah,
and then they were high flying, and then that bye week hits, and then they get ready to play, and then from that Seattle game on, they just fell off a cliff.
yeah, the bottom just fell out, man. And I gotta admit, where the Rams now, especially after Arizona's last loss, the Rams seem to have a little bit of
They're probably gonna win that
more. They
division
got
now.
more momentum. I'll say that they have more momentum than the Arizona Cardinals, and coming into their building, which you say is not really
Oh no, yeah, I
it's
don't know.
not real. It's not really a home field advantage, but I'm gonna still go with the Rams to win this game because I just think Arizona is just falling off the face of the NFL.
Yeah, um, yeah, I'm going with the Rams. I believe right now they're the hottest team in the NFC. Right now, no team in the NFC probably wants to see them. And props to them.
Hmm.
Their defense has played really good. Yeah, they had a very hard fought game against the Jets last week, but then when it was time to put the Jets away, they put the Jets away. Um,
Yeah.
they did their thing again. Sean McVay showing you why he's one of the best in the business. Why I wish the Bears had a coach like him.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it. So
Okay.
Sunday slate of games. New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills.
Bills, Bills, Bills.
Now, I would hope the Bills come out a lot more faster than they did against New England Patriots and don't let the Jets hang around and, play with destiny because they got to try to win and hope the
Yeah.
Chiefs will lose.
And they better because the Jets offense has been clicking. Rogers and Devontae Adams, they finally found some kind of fluidity with the two of them. So the Bills better get it together. Otherwise, the Jets can get them. I'm not gonna say the Jets can't. The Jets can get them, but you know the Bills do have the better quarterback in the matchup. Defense has just got to play better.
Yeah. Yeah. Plain and simple. Next up, another Bay of Pigs game here, like my uncle likes to say.
You like that phrase, huh?
Titans at the Jaguars. The Jaguars already ruined the Raiders' chances, which we'll talk about in a second. Can they ruin the Titans' chances, or maybe ruin their own chances? Because this game is
Mm,
ultimately the tank for well, you can make the case Tennessee's trying to tank for Shador.
yeah, you can kind of make that case, but and I do, and honestly, Jags ain't been playing too bad, albeit they just can't seem to get on the left side of the the equation when it comes to W's and L's. But I'm gonna go Tennessee here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Well, actually, Jaguars are the home team.
Does it really matter?
No,
No.
I don't care. I'm going with the home team. Whatever.
Okay.
The Panthers, at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers need to win this game, otherwise they will effectively probably lose the division. Um,
Told you. I told you. I told you. Don't trust
yeah,
Tampa Bay. Don't trust them. They came and you said that the Chargers, it wasn't a home field advantage. You said that, and Tampa Bay went up in there and blew them out.
yeah,
And I'm always like, well, every time Tampa Bay seems to have a big win, they always come out that next week and they just seem to play completely different.
yeah.
Case in point, Dallas. Dallas had them up by 2 touchdowns. Don't let that score fool you. Dallas had them up by 2 scores with the backup quarterback. And now here it is. We coming into another week where Tampa Bay, who I'm assuming is the home team, right?
Tampa Bay's the home team. Yes.
Man, you know what? Forget it. I don't trust Tampa Bay. I'm going Carolina to
Wow.
go into Tampa Bay and beat them. It probably won't happen because Tampa Bay does pretty good at bouncing back after losses. I just don't. I don't trust them. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope. 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 I'm,
I'll be going Tampa Bay to rebound, but they'll probably
yeah, that's because they're the home team.
they probably lost the division. That's what I will say.
Yeah, they the home team, and they lost last week. And watch, they're probably gonna come back. And I got him. And yes, I picked Carolina. That's because they probably gonna win by 3 touchdowns. I just don't trust them.
Yeah. Next up, the Raiders at the Saints. The Saints, I mean, not the Saints.
Oh God, dog. Now here's the Bay of Pigs. Oh,
Yeah, the
Green Bay went into New Orleans and
no,
just
they
beat the dog stank out of New Orleans.
Saints was in Green
Uh,
Bay.
I don't care. Well, okay, fine. They got beat. Oh my gosh. I woke up and I was like, what, 34 to nothing? Really? Oh, I, I can't go with New Orleans. I can't do it. I just even I can't do it. They just
Wow, you're
no.
really choosing the Raiders to beat the
Mm-mm,
at home.
mm-mm. At home.
Wow.
I'm going with a team that I've been saying for the last, what, 2 years now we've been doing this. Don't trust the Raiders. Don't trust the Raiders. And watch. It's gonna be like clockwork. You know it is. I'm gonna pick the Raiders and they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Raiders, man.
Well, if the Raiders do win this game, well, they'll effectively have shot themselves way out of even top five range. They'll probably be like the seventh or eighth pick in the draft. That's what they
Well,
do.
yeah, that's probably true too.
They shot themselves in the foot.
Well, you know what? You know what? Given that, I'm gonna change my pick. I'm gonna go New Orleans because the Raiders need a quarterback, and I think they should just start tanking.
Yeah, they
You know,
might have to look at the other
even though they did win, even though they did win last week, but I'm nah, I got it, man. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pick New Orleans to win, regardless of who's the quarterback.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Raiders winning that game basically killed any Shador Sanders to the Raiders hype. So unless Dion is like, no, 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 we're sending you to Raiders. You cannot draft him. Um,
Yeah,
he's going to New York more than likely with the Giants. So honestly,
maybe, but I did see a video. I can't remember. It was on oh golly gee, his the podcast. He used to play NFL football. It's gonna come to me in a minute. But he had a gentleman on and he clearly said that the Giants are gonna draft Cam Ward. because Dion don't want Shador in New York.
That was like a
Well, with the Giants.
that was a month ago.
That was a month ago.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
Dion came
okay.
on a podcast later and said, I don't care. If he goes to the Giants, we go New York, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, like I said, this video was last week, and it was oh golly gee, it's gonna come to my mind. I know I got to be a little bit more accurate when I'm saying things, but I found it quite interesting, and I honestly think that Shador is the best quarterback in the draft. But I think it's more about the ownership than the actual team itself. But I think he's going to New York because New York got that really good wide receiver, and he just needs a quarterback.
Yeah. Cowboys at Eagles. This game could be a lot more closer because Jalen Hurts will probably not be playing this game because he got injured due to a concussion. So it's and Kenny Pickett starting and he was all right, but
Yeah, it was the same Kenny Pickett we saw in Pittsburgh. So, but that was a tough loss.
yeah,
That was a tough loss. Man, your aunt was up in there screaming and hollering like I ain't never heard of a football game like that before, Jack. So, she did this. So, but Jalen Hurts, man, it just goes to show you that dude, man, you gotta man slide. That's it. Slide.
yeah. I'm gonna go with the Eagles to win the game, but
Yeah, me too.
if the Cowboys are
Yeah,
going to win, it's clear. Sell out on Saquon Barkley and get Kenny Pickett to beat you.
yeah,
Which I don't think it's possible, even with the
yeah.
weapons on the outside. But we'll see.
Well, you got to make sure that with a week of game planning,
Yeah,
I think you'll be fine. And contrary to popular belief, that Nick Sirianni is a really good football coach. So we'll see how he comes out. But yeah, I think the Eagles has enough to beat the Cowboys, especially since that defense is really good, and Cooper Rush is not Jaden Daniels.
yeah.
So, but I think the Eagles got enough to win this game.
Next up, Colts at Giants. Giants are in sole possession of the first overall pick. I would envision the Giants do whatever they can in their power to tank for the next 2 weeks.
To lose this game. And the Colts, if I'm correct, they still got an outside shot at the playoffs. So I honestly think that, I like the Colts in this game as well. I'm pretty sure you do too.
Yeah.
So I would not be shocked if the Giants, they might sit some guys, put some guys on the injured list, and, you know, do whatever they can to lose this football game.
Yep. Next up, Dolphins at Browns. The Dolphins, I think, they've been confirmed to be eliminated from playoff contention, so they ain't got nothing left to play for.
Nope.
They're going to Cleveland, who didn't look good with Dorian Thompson Robinson starting. I don't know who the quarterback's going to
Mm-mm.
be this game. I'm going to go with the Dolphins, albeit they'll be in a cold environment and they don't play well in the cold. I just don't know who the quarterback is. If it's Jameis Winston, then I'll go Browns, but it looks like it's going to be DTR again. And if that's DTR, well then I'm going Dolphins.
Well, how can you have a quarterback and with you just call him by his first initials of his name, DTR, and and he's a scrub. So
Last time
I
DTR
I
was
like the
good.
Dolphins as well too.
Last time DTR was good was when he was at UCLA. And even then I still
Oh
hated
well,
him.
yeah. Well, the the Browns got to play somebody at the position, so might as well be him. But yeah, I don't think they got the. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Germany, man, it's almost midnight. But yeah, I think the Dolphins, they're going to play hard enough to salvage something out the season.
Yep. So this is gonna be the main outside. Yeah, realistically, this week is probably on Sunday. The main primetime game, which is actually flex. Green Bay Packers at the Vikings. Vikings
Mm,
have to win this game to stay up in pace with the Detroit Lions because if they win this game, they have a date in Detroit, basically for not only the division, but the number one overall seed in the playoffs. Packers having an impressive win against the Saints. They clinched another playoff spot. So outside the Chicago Bears, three teams have made the damn playoffs. Good job, Chicago.
with double digit wins too. Now, on to the game itself. I don't want to get too much into the Chicago Bears, but no one has really been talking about Minnesota as it relates to that number one seed in the NFC. Minnesota, you can say it if you want to. They have been in that for quite some time, but no one has really been talking about them. Nobody, not even us. We've been talking about Detroit and we've been talking about Philadelphia.
Yep.
Now that Philadelphia is there, that last game of the year is looking spanking good.
Yep.
But from a Minnesota standpoint, they cannot look past Green Bay because Green Bay is a damn good football team. And they have been winning the old fashioned way: run the ball left, run the ball right, run the ball up the middle. Defense, do not let them run. And Jordan Love, don't make any mistakes. So um, I do like the Vikings. I really do like the Vikings in this game. And I want to see that 14 and 2 teams lock it up for the NFC. I want to see that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go Vikings.
I'll go Vikings. But would I not be
You only
shocked?
going Vikings because it's the Packers. Stop it.
Yeah. But would I not be surprised if the Packers find a way to win? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers win. But what I want to see is that matchup for the NFC. I want to see that one.
Yeah.
I really want to see that one. That's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Hopefully Minnesota takes care of business, but knowing Minnesota sports, they typically don't take care of business when you think they will. You know, Timberwolves, the Twins.
I think this team is a little different. Kevin O'Connell's got them focused, playing with the right mindset, playing with the right attitude. And I just now granted, Matt LaFleur is also one of the better coaches in the NFL as well, too. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't take too much stock in Green Bay shutting out New Orleans because I mean, you can probably mention two or three college teams that's in the playoff right now that could have beat New Orleans last week. So, but I just really like the way Minnesota's been playing.
Next up, battle of first round picks. Michael Penix at Jaden Daniels. Falcons at Commanders. Michael Penix looked okay.
Commanders. Yeah, he looked all right. I mean, he turned the ball. He still turned the ball over as well. But
I don't blame
you
that
know,
one turnover. The other turnover was on the one turnover was on his receiver.
what? That's true. That's true. But at the same time, though, it's still a turnover. But I do like the way now Atlanta is at home, if I'm correct, right?
No, they're on the road.
Oh, and then hell no. Hell no, they're not going to Washington with a rookie quarterback in his second game. No. Mm-mm.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm going Washington. They won 10 games. The first time they've done that since they last had RG3 as a starting quarterback in his first year. So yeah.
Wow, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish we had
yeah.
ownership change just
Couple of
like
them
that.
losses, couple of them wins they shouldn't have got.
Oh yeah, I know. Lucky ass Commanders, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So don't be
Uh,
shocked if Atlanta go up in there and beat them.
yeah, that would be shocking. Um, and then Monday Night
Now, it wouldn't be
Football.
shocking, but I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Atlanta went up in there and beat them.
We'll see. That's also
You
another
know,
game to watch for.
especially after this big win. I'm sorry, especially after this big win, Washington could, come in, with the big head, thinking they stuff don't stink, and then Atlanta gives them one.
Yeah,
Don't be
and
shocked.
that's another big division game for the NFC South because say Buccaneers do win, they go back to being first place if the Falcons lose this game. So I'm just saying,
Well,
just gotta put it out there.
here you go mentioning Tampa Bay again.
I gotta mention them because that's what happened. That's gonna happen. That's what's gonna potentially happen.
Oh,
They
golly
take care if
gee.
Tampa Bay takes care of business, they'll go back to
You
first place, and they gotta hope Atlanta loses.
you just like the teams I distrust. That's all it is.
Monday night game. Rematch of the NFC Championship game from last year. Detroit Lions at 49ers. 49ers have already been confirmed to be eliminated from playoff contention, so they could play spoiler and maybe upset the Lions here and maybe, well, give the Vikings, if they end up winning their game, a shot at winning the NFC North next week then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit anyway.
Yeah, Detroit, they got bigger.
I mean,
But I don't take much stock in them blowing out the
yeah,
Bears,
Detroit.
though.
No, I don't. I don't either. Especially that one play where Jahmyr Gibbs fell down, and I mean that was just embarrassing as a Bears fans to see that they fell for that crap. You actually fell for that crap. Just
And they got it from the Packers when 2 years
and he got
ago when he
and he got a
stumbled.
touchdown out of it too.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Detroit should win this game. San Francisco is already checked out. They've had so many problems over this past football season, from ineffectiveness to injury, and just a lot of expectations that they just couldn't. They just couldn't overcome the expectation of them getting back to the Super Bowl. McCaffrey's injury. Um, the injuries to other members of the team, So I'm pretty sure San Francisco is just waiting for this season to end. But I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Yeah. I'm going Detroit. Anyways, that's it. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah,
Eat,
yeah.
maybe go buy some last Christmas presents, and then that's it. I'm done.
And I'm going back to watch Black Doves with the missus. It's really good. Netflix is doing pretty good, man. For the $25 a month I'm paying, I think they're doing pretty good.
I would not be paying $25 a month for a stupid subscription service. I have my limits. I know I'm
Oh
paying
man,
82 bucks
I
just
don't
to
have a problem with I don't have a problem with Netflix.
I know I'm
What
paying
I
80
got a
bucks.
problem with is Disney. Disney is the one charging ads, making me go up on my subscription just so I can get rid of ads.
Well, the only reason why
Whatever.
only reason why I'm paying $80 for YouTube TV is so I can watch Sunday Ticket. That's it. Which they raised the prices for
Oh
that.
man, my DAZN description is actually pretty good too. I like that. It's not as bad as one thinks, but again, video for another day.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get over, guys. Catch you guys in this video. Till then, guys, stay safe with them. Have a great rest of your day. Not return this video. Till then, guys, peace.